dark-skinned couple gave birth to a white boy. Later they found out the startling reason. Some people are suggesting that Ezekiel's wife might have cheated because their son, Zayn, has a different blood type, AB, and even the color doesn't match that of the parents. They suggest doing a lie detector test on Vivian to find out who really made her pregnant. Others even go to Ezekiel, telling him to do a DNA test. Ezekiel and Vivian were friends for a long time before they became a couple. Looking back, Ezekiel remembered that Vivian was not easy to win over, but he didn't think he played hard to get. They went to Cyprus in 2021 as Vivian wanted to study there, and they now live there with their baby. Ezekiel stated that they had always wanted to start a family and were overjoyed to learn about Vivian's pregnancy. However, the surprise came when Zayn was born with albinism, which means his skin, hair, and eyes lack color. Despite their initial disbelief, Ezekiel and Vivian both adore Zayn. Ezekiel explained that Zayn's albinism causes others to look or inquire, particularly in Nigeria, where people with albinism face discrimination. Ezekiel wishes to show others that albinism is a blessing, not a misfortune. Fortunately, Ezekiel stated that their family did not judge them, and they decided to share their story online to help and motivate other mothers. People believe they can't share videos of their babies on the internet because many mothers are terrified of being judged on the internet. But when Ezekiel posts videos of Zayn, it encourages and inspires a lot of people. When the videos got extremely famous, however, they began to receive negative comments. Some people accuse Ezekiel's wife of cheating just because their son has albinism. They suggest doing a lie detector test on her to find out who really made her pregnant. Others sent direct messages to Ezekiel's husband, advising him to get a DNA test. These comments upset Ezekiel deeply, and he felt terrible at first. But over time, he learned to be strong because he knows that people will always find something negative to say. Even if Zayn didn't have albinism, they'd say something to annoy Ezekiel. When asked how he handles these comments, Ezekiel replied he immediately blocks and deletes them. In terms of public reactions when they see Zayn and Ezekiel out together, people are always surprised. They ask, "How have you been? Is Zayn good?" When it comes to worries about Zed growing up with albinism, Ezekiel can't stop thinking about it. Ezekiel, as a dad, is concerned about what Zayn's future will be like. But Ezekiel is determined to make sure Zayn grows up strong, confident, and independent so he can stand up for himself. Talking about how Ezekiel feels about people's comments on social media, Ezekiel admitted that it used to bother Ezekiel at first. It's normal to feel that way when sharing the baby's pictures online, and people start saying mean things. Someone even falsely claimed, "Bro, your wife cheated on you." In response, Ezekiel blocks those comments right away because there's no time for negativity. However, many people also appreciate them, saying they're doing a great job as a power couple, handling the challenges of looking after a child. Ezekiel stressed that albinism is a gift, not a disease. This condition has brought wonderful opportunities for Zay at such a young age. Ezekiel hopes to change how people see albinism by spreading awareness, using Zay as an example to show how beautiful albinism is and that it's not a disease. Asked about plans for more children, Ezekiel affirmed having 2 more. Albinism is a rare genetic disorder where you aren't born with the usual amount of melanin pigment. Melanin is a chemical in your body that determines the color of your skin, hair, and eyes. Most people with albinism have very pale skin, hair, and eyes. Symptoms of albinism are usually seen in a person's skin, hair, and eye color, but sometimes differences are slight. People with albinism are also sensitive to the effects of the sun, so they're at higher risk of getting skin cancer. Melanin also is involved in optical nerve development, so you may have vision problems. Albinism can affect people of all races and all ethnic groups. In the US, about 1 in every 18,000 to 20,000 people has some type of albinism. In other parts of the world, the ratio is 1 in every 3,000 people. Although there's no cure for albinism, people with the disorder can take steps to protect their skin and eyes and get proper eye and skin care.
Subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you can be updated right away for new uploads.